Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Learning Podcast, the place where you can improve your English step by step, day by day, and become a more confident English speaker. I'm your host, Jason, and as always, I'm here with my wonderful co-host, Julia.
Hi, everyone. It's so great to have you with us today. Whether you're listening while drinking your morning coffee, walking to school, traveling to work, or relaxing at home, thank you for spending a few minutes with us. We are excited because today's topic might completely change the way you think about learning English.
That's right, Julia. Let me ask everyone listening a simple question. Have you ever said, I really want to improve my English, but I don't have enough time? Or maybe you've thought, learning English is too difficult because I can only study for a few minutes every day.
If that sounds like you, then today's episode is exactly what you need because we're going to share a powerful idea. Just 10 minutes a day can change your English.
Yes, not 1 hour, not 3 hours, not all day long. Just 10 focused minutes every single day can help you become a better English speaker, improve your vocabulary, increase your confidence, and make English a natural part of your life.
So stay with us because by the end of this episode, you'll discover why these small 10-minute habits can create big results and how you can start changing your English today.
Let's get started. So, Julia, if learning English can be as simple as practicing for 10 minutes a day, then why do so many people struggle to improve their English?
That's a great question, Jason. I think one of the biggest reasons is that many people believe they need a lot of free time to learn English. They think, I need 2 or 3 hours every day. And when they don't have that much time, they decide not to study at all.
Exactly. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect schedule, the perfect notebook, or the perfect amount of free time. But the truth is, that perfect moment usually never comes.
Another problem is that many learners are not consistent. They study English for 3 or 4 hours one day, then they stop for a week. Then they feel guilty and start again, and after a few days, they quit once more. It's like taking 2 steps forward and 1 step backward.
That's so true. Learning English is not about studying a lot one day and then doing nothing for the next 10 days. It's about showing up every day, even if it's only for a short time.
Think about it like exercise. You don't become healthy by going to the gym once a month for 5 hours. You become healthy by exercising a little bit regularly. English works exactly the same way.
And another reason people fail is fear. They think their English isn't good enough. They worry about making mistakes, forgetting words, or sounding funny when they speak.
But mistakes are not the enemy. Giving up is the enemy. Every fluent English speaker was once a beginner who made many mistakes.
That's why today's message is so important. You don't need more time. You need more consistency. Even 10 minutes every day can be more powerful than several hours once in a while.
Absolutely. Small actions repeated every day can lead to amazing results.
Now, let's talk about something really powerful. The magic of just 10 minutes every day. Honestly, 10 minutes doesn't sound like a lot, does it?
Not at all. In fact, most of us spend more than 10 minutes scrolling on our phones or watching random videos online. But imagine if you used those same 10 minutes to improve your English every single day.
Exactly. The secret is not the amount of time. The secret is what happens when you repeat something every day. Our brains love repetition. When you see, hear, and use English regularly, your brain slowly starts to remember words, understand sentences, and think in English more naturally.
That's right. Think about learning English like planting a small seed. If you water that seed for 1 hour today and then forget about it for the next month, it won't grow. But if you give it a little water every single day, it slowly becomes a strong and healthy plant.
I love that example. And that's exactly how English works. 10 minutes today may not make you fluent tomorrow, but 10 minutes every day for weeks and months can completely change your English.
Let's do some simple math. If you practice English for just 10 minutes a day, that's 70 minutes every week. In 1 month, that's more than 5 hours of English practice. And in 1 year, you've spent more than 60 hours improving your English.
Wow! When you look at it like that, 10 minutes suddenly doesn't seem small anymore. It becomes something powerful.
And during those 10 minutes, you can learn one new word, practice one useful sentence, listen to a short conversation, or speak English out loud. Small actions may seem unimportant today, but over time, they create big changes.
Exactly. Fluency isn't built in one day. It's built 1 minute, one word, and one small habit at a time.
So never say, I only have 10 minutes. Instead say, I have 10 minutes to become a little better than I was yesterday.
Because those 10 minutes, repeated every day, can truly change your English, and maybe even change your future. Okay, so now we know that 10 minutes a day can make a big difference. But here's the next question. What can you actually do in just 10 minutes? Some people might be thinking, 10 minutes isn't enough to learn anything.
And the answer is yes, it is. You can do a lot in 10 minutes if you use your time wisely. In fact, we have a simple 10-minute English routine that anyone can follow.
Let's break it down step by step. For the first 2 minutes, review 5 English words. Don't try to memorize 50 new words in one day. Just choose 5 simple words and say them out loud. Think about their meanings and try to make a sentence with each one.
That's a great start because vocabulary is the building block of communication. And after reviewing those 5 words, spend the next 2 minutes listening to a short English podcast, a short dialogue, or even a few sentences from a video.
Exactly. You don't need to understand every word. Just listen carefully and train your ears to become familiar with the sounds and rhythm of English.
Then, during the next 2 minutes, read something in English out loud. It could be a short paragraph, a few sentences from a book, or even the subtitles from a video.
Reading aloud is amazing because you're practicing several skills at the same time. You're improving your pronunciation, training your mouth to make English sounds, and building confidence.
Now let's move to the next 2 minutes. This is one of my favorite activities. Talk to yourself in English. Look around your room and describe what you see. Say things like, I have a blue notebook on my desk, or today I feel happy because I'm learning English.
Some people think talking to yourself is strange, but it's actually one of the best ways to practice speaking when you don't have a partner. The more you speak, the more comfortable you become with English.
Finally, use the last 2 minutes to learn and practice one useful sentence. Maybe it's something simple like, could you help me, please? Or, what do you think about this? Repeat the sentence several times until it feels natural.
And here's the wonderful thing, everyone. None of these activities are difficult. None of them require expensive courses or special equipment. All you need is 10 minutes and the decision to practice every day.
Imagine doing this little routine every single day for a few months. Your vocabulary would grow, your listening would improve, your pronunciation would become clearer, and your confidence would become stronger.
That's the power of small daily actions. 10 minutes may seem small, but when you use those 10 minutes wisely, they can become the beginning of your English success story. Now, Julia, I think some of our listeners might still be wondering, can 10 minutes a day really make a difference? So, let's share a real-life example.
Absolutely. Let me tell you about a student named Ahmed. A few years ago, Ahmed wanted to improve his English, but he was very busy. He had school, family responsibilities, and many other things to do. Every day he said, "I don't have enough time to study English."
That sounds familiar. I think many of our listeners feel exactly the same way.
One day, Ahmed decided to stop making excuses. Instead of waiting for an entire free hour, he made a simple promise to himself. "I will practice English for just 10 minutes every day."
And what did he do during those 10 minutes?
Nothing complicated. He learned a few new words, listened to a short podcast, read a paragraph aloud, and spoke English to himself for a minute or two. Some days he felt tired, some days he didn't feel motivated, but he kept his promise and practiced every single day.
That's the key word right there, consistency.
Exactly. After 1 month, he noticed that he could remember more vocabulary. After 3 months, he understood English videos much better. And after 6 months, he had enough confidence to start having simple conversations in English.
That's amazing. He didn't become fluent overnight. He didn't study for 5 hours every day. He simply took small steps and trusted the process.
And that's the lesson for all of us. Big success often comes from small habits repeated again and again. The people who improve their English are not always the smartest people or the people with the most free time. They're usually the people who refuse to give up and keep practicing a little every day.
So if you're listening right now and thinking, my English isn't good enough, remember Ahmed's story. Your English can improve too. Maybe all you need is 10 focused minutes today, and then another 10 minutes tomorrow.
Because small daily efforts may seem tiny in the beginning, but over time, they create incredible results.
So now we know that 10 minutes a day can make a huge difference. But here's another important question. How do you turn those 10 minutes into a daily habit? Because starting is easy, but staying consistent can be difficult.
That's true, Jason. The first tip is very simple. Choose the same time every day. Maybe it's 10 minutes after breakfast, before going to bed, or during your lunch break. When you practice at the same time every day, your brain starts to expect it, and the habit becomes easier.
Great advice. The second tip is to keep your English materials ready. Have your notebook, vocabulary list, podcast, or English app prepared in advance. If everything is ready, you won't waste time deciding what to study.
Here's another important rule. Never miss 2 days in a row. Missing 1 day is not a disaster. Everyone gets busy sometimes. But if you skip 2, 3, or 4 days, the habit becomes weaker. So if you miss 1 day, make sure you come back the next day.
I love that idea. And don't forget to track your progress. Put a check mark on a calendar every day you practice. After a few weeks, you'll see a long chain of successful days, and that will motivate you to keep going.
And finally, celebrate your small victories. Maybe you learned 10 new words this week or understood a short English video without subtitles. Those little achievements matter because every small success is a step toward fluency.
Exactly. Don't wait until you're perfectly fluent to feel proud of yourself. Be proud of every 10-minute session, every new word, and every bit of progress you make.
Because the secret isn't studying for hours. The secret is building a simple habit that you can follow every single day.
And once that habit becomes part of your life, improving your English won't feel like hard work anymore. It will simply become something you do naturally. All right, everyone. it's time for a challenge. We've talked about why 10 minutes a day can change your English, and now we want you to put these ideas into action. So here's our special challenge for you, the 7-Day English Challenge.
That's right. For the next 7 days, we want you to spend just 10 minutes every day practicing English. Not 1 hour, not 30 minutes, just 10 simple minutes. We want to show you that even a small amount of daily practice can create real progress.
Here's your mission. Day after day, learn one new English word and use it in a sentence. Don't just memorize the word. Actually, use it. When you use a new word, it becomes part of your English.
Then, spend 1 minute speaking English out loud every day. You can talk about your day, describe your room, talk about your plans, or even tell a short story. The topic doesn't matter. The important thing is that you open your mouth and speak.
Next, write one simple sentence before you go to bed each night. It could be something like, "Today I learned a new word," or "I had a busy day at work." These small writing exercises will help you think in English.
And here's the most important rule of the challenge. Don't skip a day. Remember, consistency is more important than perfection. You don't need perfect grammar or perfect pronunciation. You just need to show up and practice.
At the end of 7 days, ask yourself these questions. Do I know more words? Do I feel more confident? Is speaking English becoming easier? We think you'll be surprised by your progress.
And if you complete the challenge, don't stop. Turn those 7 days into 14 days, then 30 days, and then a lifelong habit of learning.
So, are you ready? Starting today, give yourself just 10 minutes a day and accept our 7-Day English Challenge. Your future English-speaking self will thank you for it.
We believe in you, and we can't wait to hear about your progress. You've got this.
As we come to the end of today's episode, we want you to remember one simple but powerful message. Big changes begin with small actions. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need expensive courses, and you don't need hours of free time every day. Sometimes, all you need is 10 minutes and the decision to never give up.
That's right. Never underestimate the power of small habits. 10 minutes may not seem important today, but those 10 minutes can become 10 new words, 10 new conversations, and eventually a whole new level of confidence in English.
Imagine yourself 1 year from now. If you spend just 10 minutes every day improving your English, how much better will you be? How many new words will you know? How many conversations will you be able to have? How much more confident will you feel?
The future version of you is being created by the choices you make today. So don't wait for Monday. Don't wait for next month. Don't wait until you have more free time. Start today. Start with 10 minutes. Start with one small step.
And remember, learning English is not a race. Everyone learns at a different speed. Some days will be easy, and some days will be difficult. But if you keep moving forward, even slowly, you are still making progress.
We believe in you. We believe that you can improve your English, build your confidence, and achieve your dreams. One day, you'll look back and realize that those small 10-minute study sessions completely changed your life.
Thank you so much for spending these few minutes with us today. If you enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this podcast with your friends and family who are learning English.
And if you're taking our 7-Day English Challenge, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear about your progress and celebrate your success with you.
Keep learning, keep practicing, and most importantly, keep believing in yourself.
See you in the next episode of the English Learning Podcast. Bye, everyone.